Imagine a young warrior standing at the edge of a wide, fast-flowing river. It is the middle of the night, and he must cross to reach the other side before the sun rises. The water is black. The current is strong. Instead of stepping into the water, the warrior stands on the bank and begins to think. He thinks about the slippery stones at the bottom. He thinks about the weight of his armor if it gets wet. He thinks about the cold that will bite his skin. For an hour he stands still, but in his mind, he has already drowned 100 times. His legs are heavy, not from walking, but from the burden of his own imagination. By the time he takes his first step, he is already exhausted. This warrior is you.
You are not tired because you have worked too hard. You are tired because you are carrying the weight of a mountain that does not exist. Your mind is like a room crowded with too many people all shouting at once. You want silence, but the more you fight the noise, the louder it becomes. Stop. Put down the heavy rock you are holding in your mind. Listen to the sound of your own breath. It is the only thing that is real right now. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. The noise in your head is like silt in a glass of water. If you stir the water with a stick, the silt rises and makes everything cloudy. You cannot see the bottom. You cannot see the truth. Most people try to clear their thoughts by stirring the water. They think that by thinking more, they will find a solution. But the stick only makes the water darker. To see clearly, you must simply set the glass down. You must wait. When the water is still, the silt sinks to the bottom by its own weight. The water becomes clear without you doing anything at all. Your mind works the same way. Clarity is not something you create. It is something that appears when you stop interfering. In the way of the warrior, we do not seek to fill the mind with strategies. We seek to empty it so that the body can move without hesitation. When you are tired of your thoughts, it is because you are trying to control the wind. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. You can choose to be the mountain, watching the clouds pass by, rather than being the cloud itself, tossed and torn by every breeze. The mountain does not move because a storm is coming. It sits, it remains heavy, it remains firm. Become the mountain. Let your thoughts be the clouds. They have no power to move you unless you grab hold of them. Primary thing when you take a sword in your hand is your intention to cut the enemy, whatever the means. Think about the feeling of a sharp blade in your hand. It is cold, it is solid, it has one purpose. A sword does not think about the battle tomorrow. It does not regret the blood of yesterday. It exists only in the now. When you overthink, you are like a dull blade. You are covered in the rust of what if and maybe. This rust makes you heavy and slow. To sharpen yourself, you must scrape away the unnecessary. Look at your life right now. How many of your worries are actually touchable? Can you feel them with your fingers? Can you weigh them on a scale? No, they are ghosts, and you are exhausted from fighting ghosts. A warrior does not fight what is not there. He saves his strength for the strike that matters. If you are tired, it is because you are leaking power. Every useless thought is a small hole in a bucket of water. Slowly, your energy drains away until the bucket is empty. You must plug the holes. You do this by returning to the physical world. When you eat, taste the food. When you walk, feel the ground against the soles of your feet. When you work, let your hands do the talking. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. It will tell you that the world is ending. It will tell you that you are not enough. Do not argue with it. Arguing with a madman only makes two madmen. Simply observe the thought and let it go like a leaf falling into a stream. It floats away, it is gone, and you are still here, standing on the bank, breathing, alive. Under the sword lifted high, there is hell making you tremble, but step forward and you have the land of bliss.
Musashi spoke of the difference between perception and sight. To see is to look at things with the eyes. This is shallow. To perceive is to see with the whole body. When you overthink, you are only using your eyes. You see the obstacles, you see the dangers, but you do not perceive the rhythm of life. Rhythm is everywhere. It is in the changing of the seasons. It is in the tide of the ocean. It is in your heartbeat. When you align yourself with this rhythm, life becomes lighter. You stop pushing against the world and start moving with it. Imagine a piece of wood floating in a river. It does not struggle to reach the sea. It simply stays in the flow. The river does the work. Your life has a flow too, but you are trying to swim upstream. You are trying to force things to happen before their time. This is why you are tired. The Ronin knows that he cannot control the path, only his steps upon it. If the path is muddy, he walks carefully. If the path is steep, he climbs slowly. He does not complain about the mud or the height. He simply moves. Exhaustion comes from the resistance of the mind. If you accept the moment as it is, the resistance disappears. The weight lifts. You find that you have more strength than you ever imagined. But that strength is hidden under the noise of your doubts. Do nothing which is of no use. Look at the space around you. Everything that exists has a place. The stone sits on the earth. The tree reaches for the sun. They do not worry about their purpose. They simply are. You too have a place, but you are too busy wondering if you are in the right place to actually be there. You are living in a future that hasn't happened or a past that is dead. Both are thieves. They steal your present. They steal your peace. To defeat these thieves, you must become disciplined. Not the discipline of punishment, but the discipline of focus. When a thought arises that does not serve your purpose, discard it. Throw it away like a broken tool. It is of no use to you. If a thought makes you weak, why do you keep it? If a thought makes you sad, why do you feed it? You are the guardian of your own mind. You must decide who is allowed to enter. Stop opening the door to every shadow that passes by. Close the door. Sit in the silence of your own company. It might feel strange at first. It might even feel scary. But in that silence, you will find the sensei. You will find the strength that does not need words. You will find the version of yourself that is not tired, the version that is ready. The teacher moves the needle, but the student must move the thread. The sun is beginning to rise over the river. The young warrior is still standing on the bank, but his face has changed. He is no longer looking at the dark water with fear. He is looking at the stones. He sees the path they form. He feels the weight of his sword, not as a burden, but as a part of his arm. He takes a breath. It is deep. It is calm. He steps into the water. The cold is there, but he does not fight it. The current is there, but he uses his weight to stay steady. He moves with purpose, step by step, one moment at a time. Before he knows it, he is on the other side. He is wet, he is cold, but he is not tired. He is more awake than he has ever been. His mind is quiet. The storm has passed. This is the Ronin mindset.
It is not the absence of thoughts, but the mastery over them. It is the ability to walk through the fire without becoming the flame. You have the same power within you, right now, in this very second. Stop thinking about the crossing. Just take the first step. Feel the ground. Breathe the air. Your mind is a tool, not a prison. Use it to build, not to destroy yourself. Go now. The world is waiting for your action, not your anxiety. Be like the blade. Be like the water. Be still. You have listened long enough. The words I have given you are seeds, but seeds cannot grow on a stone floor. You must plant them in the soil of your daily life. When you finish this video, do not immediately rush to the next thing. Stay in the silence for 1 minute. Do not check your phone. Do not plan your dinner. Just exist. Feel the weight of your body in your chair. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. This is the truth. Everything else is just a story you are telling yourself. You are the author of that story. If you are tired of the plot, change it. Write a story of strength. Write a story of calm. The brush is in your hand. The ink is ready. The paper is blank. Take a deep breath and begin. I am with you on this path. We walk together, but the steps must be yours. Stay sharp, stay focused, and most importantly, stay still until we meet again.
The road to self-mastery is long and most will fall by the wayside. If you are ready to walk this path in silence, to forge your mind into a weapon of strategic calm, then join our ranks. Subscribe to Ronin Mindset to sharpen your intellect and conquer your own chaos. Do not just watch, evolve. Your journey begins with a single decision.